Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for tuning into the show. I just wanted to let you know that this episode right here, it contains explicit content. So if you got some kids around, if you got the dogs around and you don't want them to hear bad language, you want them to hear some really, really dirty words, I put them to bed. Other than that, enjoy the show.
What's going on? Tevin West, Talks Radio. That's where you're at. Now, tonight, I'm in a place that I actually would rather be most of the time, but, because of practicality and the way things work, I've never really been here, but I might start doing it more frequently now. So let me back up. Every story has an origin, and mine is no different. So, by the way, right now I'm listening to the Washington versus Michigan, the college football playoff national championship. Yeah, listening to that. This recording is taking place on the 8th of January, but never you mind that. You probably be like, why are you listening to the game? Why aren't you looking at it? Listen. So I just, I went to work today. I had a good time at work. I had to go in the office today. You go on Mondays and Tuesdays, and you telework the rest of the week. But anyway, when it was good, I got off around 4:30. Got home. I got invited to play some soccer in the town, and I went to go play. Now, it's at CGSA, right? That's where our local, two places, Macon. You got Macon in Adult League is in the it's in the fall and the spring. Macon is, and then the winter and the summer has CGSA. But anyway, so I was out there and they canceled the game early because it started raining and they wanted to preserve the fields. So that like kind of because I already like think that CGSA is highway robbery for adult league soccer. They charge $90 for maybe 8 games in a season, no playoffs. That people say they have play, I highly doubt it. And if they do have a championship or playoffs and you win it, you don't get nothing. You don't get no T-shirt. You don't get no trophy. You can there's a picture that's taken, but you got to take it and you got to post it on they don't even have nothing. So if they're charging you $90, to play like maybe 8 games, oh, and by the way, in the winter and the summer, it rains a good bit in Georgia sometimes. Well, more in the winter, but it can rain. It'll rain for like a week straight in the summertime. What are you gonna? And they'll cancel games and they won't reschedule them. So $90, that's a racket. But guess what? Is people still pay for it? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like stop and think for a minute. Like life application here. Stop and think about for a minute about the money that you spend on things. Because sometimes you might be getting robbed. Like the standard for business is bad business nowadays. No, everybody just wants to make money, and if you allow them to take advantage of you, they will. If you allow people to give you a bad product, they will, and they won't do a good job with it. That is a case in point. The adult recreation, but it's like if you're gonna put together an adult league, at least have freaking playoffs and a T-shirt and a reward for when they win the champ. Like take it serious. There's a director over this. Just like they have the same T-shirt for everybody, dark and white. And if you're wearing dark, the other team wears white. That's not important. I don't care about that. The important thing is it made me feel this thing to be here. I'm in my car, bro. I'm on location recording in my car. And to be honest, this is a place where I feel the most comfortable. I was in the parking lot at CJC. I was so upset about it. Got to me. You know how like I was just talking about fake mad. I was like, I have my feelings about this, man. And I just in my car, I spent a lot of time in my car. I don't know about you, but I spent a lot of freaking time in my car, bro. And it's a place where I feel comfortable. And this car I paid this car off. It's a Kia Forte Coupe 2016. We just chilling like that. But yeah, we on location today. I'm in front of the Little Caesars. I got some crazy bread after the game. I still got to work out after this and everything and answer a couple emails, but I just didn't have something told me to like something told me to stay out here and do my podcast here. You know what I'm saying? In the car. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm happy to do it because this is a place where I spend most of my time. You know what I mean? Got to give a shout out to the home team though, home team USA. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying. I think it's important. You all know that I'm 100% proud of the country I come from. Just how Belgians, Icelandics, Saudis, and Germans love their country. They said, right? I love my country, which is crazy work. I have to say that
Crazy work
because I feel like there's an ever increasing energy that got like these young Americans tearing down their own country in word and deed. You know what I'm saying? From if it was the movements that have happened in the past couple of years and whether it's been certain things that have been said by certain people. I know there's an Olympian that had said something on TV about how our athletics or something like that wasn't up to par, and he was an Olympian. I was just like, yo, you can't be saying that stuff. Just you can, but like rep your set, and like this is what I said. I feel like saying let me just get my thoughts off. Like older people, there's older people that do that too. But I feel like the older people that do that, they're the politicians and stuff. So it's like, but just listen to me, bro. Y'all hear me out, Americans. I'm talking to Americans. Don't let these folks trick you out of your position. I'm gonna say that again. Don't let these folks trick you out of your position. What do that mean? What are you saying, Tevin? We still live in like the greatest nation on the planet, bro. That's what I'm saying, and I can say that about my country without disrespecting another country. You feel me? I can say that about my country without disrespecting another country. I can love my country and have an admiration for my country. And the reason why is just like it's not even about the admiration. It's just like I just want you to know, like millennials and Gen Z and older politicians who are greedy. Uh, if here's a quote, bro. If they cut the head off, who got the body? I'm talking in riddles. What is it? What? Don't let don't let don't let what don't let this country go to waste because we gotta live here, man. Shit, man. I don't know how else to say that. We have to live in this country. I have to build a family here. Or, you know what I'm saying? This is where I have a son. I have to make sure he has to have a stable place to live, y'all. Like, this is where we was born. You feel me? Like, let me, you know what I'm saying? I know myself and my whole family in particular, like, if shit went sideways here in the States, I couldn't go to Nigeria. I mean, now historically, and from lineage wise, I'm West African, but I'm really sure I'm not really sure if Africans recognize African. And this is no, I'm not trying to play victim. I think there's a thing that like victim to play. I'm not playing victim. I'm just saying I'm speaking the factuals. I play soccer, bro. I play ball and I play college ball and I play with Africans and I've had relationship. I had one of my girlfriends in college was an Ethiopian. Listen to me, bro. From my understanding, is Africans do not recognize African Americans as like real Africans in quotation. So I don't know if I'd even be like accepted there. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say that to like say I dislike Africans or whatever. No, I don't. I really don't. I'm just saying that I was born here. My father was born here. His father was born here. And his father was born here. And his father was born here in Georgia, in the town. That's just I live here, bro. Like I may have like my African lineage made a life here. So IDK if I'd be accepted if I went back to Africa. Anyway, I say all that to say, no such thing as a life that's better than yours. There's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. Yeah, like just love yours, man. I'm not trying to get all sentimental. I'm not trying to get all like Rush Limbaugh or however you do that shit. You know what I mean? Like real super gung ho. Like nothing about that. And I'm not trying to be like this over this. I'm not trying to be this annoying countryman person. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a rep my set. I'm gonna respect where I'm from. I'm not finna tear my country down because other people say, "Hey, you need to tear your country down because y'all too big." Like, no, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. I live in the greatest country on earth. That's not my fault, bro. So I'm gonna rep where I'm from because 9 times out of 10, you gonna rep where you from. If you're from another country, and you're gonna do it proudly. If you're from Romania, you're gonna rep Romania hard. If you're from Saudi Arabia, you're gonna, you know what I mean? So Brussels, Belgium, you're gonna rep it, and you're not gonna be ashamed about it. So why do I have to be ashamed to rep where I'm from? America, Dogtown, USA. If you didn't know, Warner Robins, Georgia. That's where I'm from. MG Fat. Every day in Middle Georgia is Armed Forces Appreciation Day. That's where I'm from. The International City is what they call it. That's where I'm from, man. Kathleen Unincorporated. You know what I'm saying? Crabapple Lane. You know what I'm saying? Piney Grove Road. That's where I'm from. Over there about a Frito-Lay plant. That's where I'm from. I'm not ashamed of that. Why do I have to be ashamed? Why is there this thing with Americans to tear down their own country, bro? Having pride for your country, bro, doesn't make you no sucker, bro. Having pride from where you from, don't have to ask them folks what they ask them folks from Belize how they feel about their country, bro. Ask them folks how they feel about their country in South Sudan, bro. There's nothing wrong. Have heart for your country, bro. Have heart, have money. First of all, have heart, have money. Have heart for your country, bro. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. I don't care if you're labeled a hardcore whatever. I'm not really good with politics, y'all. So hardcore right wing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They would say something like that. Is that what they would say? But I wouldn't even care what they call you that. That's just somebody projecting self-hate. Cause really, if you say it's a lot of people out here like saying they hate America and they're from America, like, and they're telling you to push that narrative, bro. That's self-hate, bro. I do not do self-loathing, brother. I am past that I've done that a lot. There's a lot of self-loathing going on. And I'm not gonna get into that too much because we got more things to tend to. That's not really what I'm here for. I'm here to shout out America. But y'all need to look up self-loathing. There's a lot of self-loathing going on in America. And I'm not feeling that shit. Because this is a great country. And we done did a lot of things to impact the world in a positive way. And I think that's why we still got the grace of God, and that's why we still moving how we move. The Bay Area is one of the most influential places in the world. You know what I'm talking about? San Francisco is one of the greatest places you can go to find innovation and technology and things of that nature. Spaghetti Junction to take you any city you want to go to, damn near on the east coast. We have Atlanta has the most efficient airport in the world. Stop playing with me. Let's not even talk about New York and Chicago. People get out their bed in Switzerland just to come over to New York and Chicago for the summer. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with my top about America. All right, I'm off that. First first things first, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go through each state. You know, now we've done this before already, you know what I'm saying? We've done this before, you know, we shouted out the states, but you know, I feel like obviously, you know, I give a little more love to the home team, you know what I'm saying? Let you know I appreciate, you know, USA. USA was the first, you know what I'm saying? Before I had people rocking with me in other places in the world, you feel me? It was America. It was USA is where I was born. So first we start off with the town. Shout out Perry, Warner Robins. You know what I'm saying? The town is in there in Georgia, but more specifically outside of the town, let's talk about Decatur. You know what I'm saying? Decatur, Georgia. Not to be confused with Decatur County. There's 159 counties in Georgia, by the way. Nah, this is the county seat of DeKalb County, which means it's part of the ATL metropolitan area. Shout out Bankroll Fresh. A metropolitan, boy, we in the heart of ATL, man. Come on, P. Come on, man. Nah, but for real, Decatur was where Sherman, William Tecumseh Sherman, one of the famous generals of the Union Army and Civil War. That's where Sherman mapped out how he cut the Confederates' supply line from Augusta. They were using railroads to get their food and their supplies for troops and stuff. But he from Decatur, the city of Decatur, he strategically figured out a way to cut the supply line off from Augusta. And he had a guy named Major General James McPherson. It's hot in this car. I'm gonna turn the air conditioner off. He had Major General James McPherson occupy Decatur. It's crazy.
Crazy work.
Shout out Decatur.
Crazy work.
Young Lloyd from Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, baby. Decatur was great. Decatur was greater. Yeah, yeah, man. Shout out Columbia High School. My teammate Zach used to play. My college teammate Zach used to play there. Shout out Zach TKA. That's Tycoon known as DJ 92Z. I think that's his Instagram name. I don't know. He be DJing in Atlanta, but I think Buddy from Oregon. Let's see here. Next, we got Resaca, which means to draw back in Spanish. So shout out Gordon County, Resaca. You got your name because some Mexican American war vets wanted to commemorate the Battle of Resaca de la Palma, and y'all hella close to Tennessee. So y'all probably vacation in Tennessee, don't y'all? Like Chattanooga. Y'all apparently either Yawes County extends into Whitfield County or Whitfield County extends into Yawes County. I'm not really sure. But shout out Resaca, Gordon County, you know what I'm saying? So Smyrna, Georgia, you know what I'm saying? Okay, shout out Cobb County. Atlanta Metropolitan again. You know what I'm talking about? Sheesh. You guys are ranked number 44 on Money Magazine's 2018 survey of best places to live in America. So good on y'all. Shout out to Glock, the gun business. They do big business over there. And so does UCB, which is a multinational biopharmaceutical company headquartered in, ready for this? Brussels, Belgium. Yes, sir. Yes. I be connecting the dots. Man, that's crazy, man. Belgium is literally right up under our noses. Shout out UCB. That means union. What is that? Chimique, 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 which is chemical in French. So it's a Union Chimique Belge. That's what UCB stands for. They do hella research on Parkinson's disease and Crohn's disease and epilepsies, and they were founded by this guy named Emmanuel Hansen. So shout out Belgium for being a light in the world. Yeah, love my international community, man. New Smyrna Beach in Florida. Shout out Surftown, USA, man. Shout out Surftown, USA. Shout out before I go on to Florida, man. Shout out Byron. You know what I'm saying? Peach County, the youngest county in Georgia out of 159. It was made in 1924. Peach County. Shout out Pooler, Georgia, on the east side over there. East side Georgia, Savannah. Pooler, y'all done built up now. Y'all nice little community over there. Tormenta's close over there too, and over Statesboro. Y'all, it's like Tormenta, that USL team over there. It's not in Savannah, but it's in Tormenta. But it's like people in Pooler be going to Georgia Southern, don't they? So shout out Pooler, Georgia. Drew, I forgot Drew's like Drew Funk. I don't really know Drew like that, but I know DJ Mari, and DJ Mari is like best friends with Drew Funk. Drew Funk he's in the movies. He went to SCAD. Boy was a pretty decent keeper. I don't know what he does. He's in acting. He's in media. He just like to be on the camera. I'm not with all that. Lithonia. Shout out Lithonia. My bad. Shout out East DeKalb. ATL. We up. Yeah. Shout out Marta. A lot of Marta lines run through the transportation. A lot of Marta lines run through southeastern DeKalb over there, Charlie. Arabia Mountain National Heritage Area. Need I say more? You know what I'm talking about? So shout out Lithonia. Shout out Forsyth, Georgia, Monroe, not Forsyth County, no. Cumming, Georgia. Shout out to y'all though. Shout out to Cumming, Georgia. I'm talking about shout out Monroe County. You know what I'm saying? Mary Persons High School. You know, Bank Stevens Middle School. Yeah, shout out. You know what I mean? Um, the boys always when they was playing soccer, they never played at like Macon or anything. A few of them, they always go play in Atlanta. Them boys always go play in the Atlanta teams. Anyway, uh, in club soccer. So Florida, we got New Smyrna Beach back on them. Surftown, USA. Yeah, National Geographic had y'all on the top 20 surf towns in USA, but y'all also like shark bite capital of the world. Oh, that's crazy work.
Crazy work. This
Jaws,
is crazy work.
shout out New Smyrna Beach, man. Are y'all over there near Melbourne? I feel like y'all are, bro. Shout out Orlando. Shout out Central Florida. UCF. This dude over here just got in his car. I got my light on. I'm gonna turn my light off, but I gotta turn it back on because I can't see. Um, I can't see on my notes, but this dude over here is looking at me in the park. This dude over here is looking at the parking lot. He's like, "What the hell is going on over here? This dude, what the hell is he doing over here?" Because I'm in the parking lot. I just, since Talks Radio, I am not ashamed, ladies and gentlemen. I does what I do. They gonna know soon enough. Y'all already know, so it's all. I does my thing, you know.
You gotta bring it back, man. Let them hear that shit again. I don't think they heard you. Mr. Thanksgiving and the blizzard, you know what I'm talking about? The glacier. So much ice make you just faint. Ice attack. Zone 6 East Atlanta. It's Sun Valley Finest, nigga. Check game. Boulder Crest, where you at? Huh? Bring that shit back, bro.
This dude over here is looking at the parking lot. He's like, "What the hell is going on over here? Dude, what the hell is he doing over here?" Because I'm in the parking lot. I just, since Talks Radio, I am not ashamed, ladies and gentlemen. I does what I do. They gonna know soon enough. Y'all already know, so it's all. I does my thing, you know. So we got let's see. We got Florida. Orlando. Shout out UCF, University of Central Florida. Disney, stand up. Winter Park, stand up. You know what I'm saying? Teammate name, Anthony. I forgot Antigone's last name, but Anthony Schultes. Yeah, shout out Anthony Schultes. And he was in Florida, Tampa, Orlando's day. Used to work at Lockheed Martin over there, I guess. But yeah, shout out Orlando. We go over there to have fun. Tampa, West Side, of course. We got the West Side and the East Side. Because I'm pretty sure New Smyrna Beach is kind of like Central East Coast. No? But Tampa, shout out Tampa, St. Petersburg area, you know what I'm saying? Clearwater, Florida, you know what I'm talking about? Clearwater Chargers. The developmental academy team, something serious, boy. Shout out IMG Academy. Played over there 2014, summer 2014. We had to play the VSI Tampa Bay, their academy team, when they had a USL team and they had an academy team. And then we played one of them IMG Academy teams. They weren't really that special, but they was fit. They were all fit as a buck. Let me know that fitness is superior to a lot of things. Bro, if you fit, well, you can be you can last a long time. Bro, a great example in soccer. Dude named Anton Robinson, man. He played for the USA and international, but he born British, but he got American parents or whatever. So, he's learning how to get better going forward, but he like your standard like left back, defensive left back. But he's at the end of it all, he got the heart of like three men. He can run the lungs of three men. He got brass lung. He can run for days. And that's how it was as IMG dudes in the summertime in Florida, just running, man. So shout out to Tampa. Y'all produced it all. Remember Hard Rock Cafe Stadium out there, boy. Tampa Bay Rowdies. Deerfield Beach, Blanche Ely, I think, is over there. And two Haitian brothers, my teammates, Middle Georgia. Shout out Volvo, St. Louis, and Ralph Augustin. Over there, Brazos. Shout out Deerfield Beach. Tennessee. Talking about Tennessee. Shout out Nashville. You know what I'm saying? Music Center. Betty Cantrell, who was Miss America 2016, I think. She's from Macon, Georgia. She did a commencement speech at Middle Georgia University, which I graduated from, Middle Georgia State University. They had no business hiring her, but she got her bag and she didn't do anything bad. It's just that I would have thought that she would have done it at Mercer. And I just talked to Hubert. He was like, he felt like they wouldn't hire her because they didn't feel like she was big enough. Like, dang, she was a Miss America and she wasn't big enough to be commencement speaker at Mercer. But you see, it's like that's opportunity though, right? I'm saying like they didn't need to hire her, but that's really me. Just that's my opinion, and it's invalid because she she did so well in her line of work that it leveraged her to make money in other things, and that's what you're supposed to do. Like just how this podcasting thing is gonna leverage me to do things and other platforms, and then somebody gonna be like, bruh, Tevin, bro. He's decent like over here, but he had no business doing that over there. But like your opinion would be invalid. Heard maybe, but it would be invalid because really like I worked to a point where I could leverage, the skills and talents that I had to go make my money in another platform so I can have multiple streams of income. If not, what I'm saying, over and over again, but at least I can do that for that day or for that month or for that weeks or years, you know what I'm saying? So good on Betty Maxwell, who she's now married. So good on Betty Maxwell. But yeah, shout out Nashville, Music City, Tennessee, you know what I mean? I just go ahead and do it now. Shout out Mississippi. Shout out Olive Branch. I get because it was so close, y'all. The Memphis metropolitan area, Olive Branch. We used to play Memphis Americans in the NISL, and they don't have it Memphis Americans anymore. But Memphis Americans, they were also one of the older indoor teams that started in the '70s. But back when they kicked the ball to the goalkeeper, they did a back pass to a goalkeeper, he could pick it up. That's crazy work.
Crazy work. Listen, crazy
Yeah,
work.
shout out Olive Branch over there, close to Memphis area, Memphis metropolitan. We was playing at Landers Center, South Haven, Mississippi. So you know it's real. So shout out to Olive Branch. You feel me?
Hold on to your seat, whatever it be. Black beige or that ivory. Sometime I like to eat the bunny. And more flavorful than a honeycomb that's laced in honey. But never would a playboy like myself give him my money. Cause nowadays these times be getting kinda funny. But walk with me, now talk with me. Everything that I love, she went from scrub to dove. Now smelling like that raw vanilla. Okay. She left her sandal in my car like she was Cinderella. And she loved how I popped at her acapella. And talking about she heard that old school Rockefeller. Every time I see my boys, we be chilling in the V. Millerville 1900 block on the Reed. Mackamo with the rest of the crew. Punk Mobb on your back, baby, I thought you knew.
Right. I'm not really paying attention to this national championship game because I'm worried about Shawn, not y'all folks. You know what I'm saying? That we on California, Huntington Beach. You know what I'm saying? No. So we at right here where we on Alabama. Shout out Tuscaloosa. Y'all know we was slick upset with y'all. We didn't beat Michigan. Y'all didn't beat Michigan here. In Georgia, we was pretty upset about that. I think low key we was, but it's cool. It's hard to win when all your pre-snap audibles, your motions, your hot routes, all that shit stolen. LOL. It's hard to beat a team that has been fed your specific playbook since week 3. I wanted to watch. I mean, dude, I want Washington to win so bad, bro. Like, I already like potted about Jim Harbaugh on episode 8 too much. If y'all want to if y'all wanted to hear what I said about that in detail on that whole situation, I used to work 2 hours and 8 minutes from Tuscaloosa in Alex City. With the Hibbett over there. Cool people, bro. A lot of tradition is in Northport. You got hella art events, and you got the Kentucky Festival of Arts. A lot of people don't know about that. Shout out to Northport. So next on the menu, Killer Cali, Huntington Beach. Shout out Huntington Beach, Seaside, Orange County. Stand up, Southern California. Stand up. I ain't gotta say too much, man, about Cali, man. These folks know I got a love for Cali, man. Shout out to the Bay, of course. Never forget.
Have hard, have money.
Hyatt Regency and Boeing, the plane company. They do numbers out there over in Huntington Beach. Just a little tidbit on that. Also, shout out Los Angeles. Los Angeles is one of our viewers too. Our Talks Radio, Los Angeles Talks. That's so ironic, man. That's crazy. I got Los Angeles sticker on my car. Yeah, it's like a little decal. It's a sticky. I got it from the Burbank Airport, on my way to Sac.
Have hard, have money.
I got in a car wreck on the I-5 at 9:18 in the morning Pacific time. Like LA. You and me, we got ties, B. But shout out, California. South Carolina, Bluffton specifically, the Low Country. Yeah. Shout out to my Rust Belt textile mill folks that moved down to the South because of the cheap labor and the raw materials. The only reason I know about that, and the folks that listen in Bluffton know I'm talking about those textile mills. The only reason I know about that because when I was playing minor league indoor soccer for the Columbus Rapids, I needed a goalkeeper sponsor because I had 24 games in 6 months. That's a lot. So the gloves that you get, like that you have, like you need a sponsor because you're gonna run out unless you got money to buy them.
Have hard, have money.
The panels like that. So I needed a sponsor, so I had to holler at this dude, Steve DiMaria at in either Hilton Head or Bluffton, I think so. And he was servicing the goalkeeper from the Tormenta. He moved to Loudoun. Shout out to Loudoun. He moved to Loudoun United. God, what is his name, bro? I don't know. I forgot his name, bro. Just that I always lose stuff like when I'm supposed to have it. But he was sponsoring him and giving him free gloves and stuff in exchange for promotion and stuff like that. But that's pretty much I sound like a 24-month ambassador deal. And I was getting goalkeeper gloves pretty much like every other month, and goalkeeper athletic wear. But I would say he did right by me. You know what I mean? Those are like maybe $100 gloves per, and I got probably 10 of them, bro. I gave like 4 or 5 of them away. But shout out to him. So I know about that because he used the old textile mills. You know what I'm saying? He from Chile. He came over, used the old textile mills to stitch together his, you know what I'm saying, goalkeeper gloves, because that's the fabrics that you put together, and then you got the latex palm. Y'all know nothing about that. So shout out to Bluffton the textile mill industry. Y'all in America, that's how great America is, man. Man came from Chile. You know what I'm saying? Probably was alive when Pinochet was being a dictator. Came over here, made himself a life. I'm not saying he couldn't have went nowhere and done that, but I'm just saying, like, we got things going on too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out South Carolina, Illinois, Chicago, specific. Yeah, I've never been to Chicago, just like I've never been to New York. But I'm starting to realize the lure of Chicago, man. I was looking at there was like these cities that are making a comeback. You know what I'm saying? And Chicago was on the list. I don't know why it was on the list because I feel like Chicago's always been his thing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the deep dish pizza, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, the Chicago White Sox or the red, not the Boston Red Sox, my bad. Whether it's the White Sox, you know what I'm saying, whether it's Al Capone, whether it's the Chicago Bulls and Jordan, you know what I'm saying. I feel like Chicago got a lot going on, you know what I'm saying, whether it's, Chief Keef and the rap movement with the drill, whether it's Kanye West and, you know what I'm saying, and what he had did, Common, you know what I'm saying. I'm just speaking on stuff that I know, Twista, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just speaking on the music and the entertainment. There's a lots of other things that your architecture is outstanding, Chicago. Your architecture is outstanding, Chicago. People come from far and wide just to gaze at your shit, brother.
You gotta bring it back, man. Let them hear that shit again. I don't think they heard you.
Let's not even talk about New York and Chicago. People get out their bed in Switzerland just to come over to New York and Chicago for the summer. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? You guys responded so well when you had that fire back in the day in the early 1900s, I think, when that cow knocked over of the lamp or something like that. You guys did so well to respond from that. No real spill. So like, shout out Chicago. And then Virginia, shout out Virginia. Remember Virginia? I said that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know much about Virginia, but I knew that you guys were like, I felt like you guys were like the proper Southern folk. You know what I'm saying? George Washington, home of George Washington, home of the Confederacy, capital, slave state. All that stuff is synonymous with the South. Tobacco crops. God, I'm finally getting to something that doesn't involve awful labor, slave labor. The tobacco crops. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
What?
But let me get to it. Ashburn,
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Ashburn over here. Shout out Ashburn. Y'all are apparently an internet traffic hub. A lot of the internet traffic that's in America be centered in Ashburn, Virginia. That's why I was talking about Loudon Boys got the goalkeeper from Tormenta in the Loudon United is a USL1 league team playing in United Soccer Leagues in League One. So it's professional, but it's second level professional. And Loudon United had just signed this man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got him. Y'all got a good goalkeeper, but y'all used to be partnered with Loudoun County, Charlotte County. Loudoun United used to be partnered with DC United before the MLS decided they just wanted to like play. They didn't want to play nice with the USL, and they was like, we're gonna try to like take over them. You know what I'm saying? Create our own thing, but that's the MLS for you, bro. Want to take over, but yeah, and then of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out Texas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Texas, San Antonio. You know what I'm saying over there. I've been to Tony. I've been to San Antonio. I'm really impressed with the Riverwalk. Number one, number two. I was really impressed with how like a lot of the food spots are legit. Like it's just Mexican or nothing. It's legit Tex-Mex or nothing, brother. Like you're gonna eat that food that they have there. You better go over there if you want to. Ask for a hamburger, bro. You gonna get it. You gonna get it Mexican style, Texas Mexican. No, I'm just playing. We're out in San Antonio's got a real. It's probably one of the closer things to Mexico. It was kind of like being like in a town in California close to Mexico. You probably get a more authentic Mexican feel with a California twist. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's what I got a feeling of, like Mexico, but with a Texas twist. You know what I'm saying? Real Texas. Texas is extra as hell. Like all the architecture that you know what I'm saying that the city was and the city was built on is still there. You know what I'm saying? Like it almost remind you of like if you was in a place like how like Europe is known for its narrow roads and shit, because that's just how the architecture was. It's just narrow. You know what I'm saying? Because back then they didn't have cars and stuff, but it just stayed narrow. It's like that in Texas. Like the road and the way that it's built. You know what I'm saying? Until you move on out and get wider, it's just everything is closed in. You know what I'm saying? Everything is built into the built into the buildings, and it's just everything is. It's hard to describe it. You know what I'm saying? It's everything is built into that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you were to look at a big rock, big mountain, and it's like somebody just started carving into the mountain. You know what I'm saying? And started carving out a door or a building or something and making things. That's what it looks like. It looks like somebody carved out the mountain or something like that and just started making stores. There's a CVS built into the architecture of the city. So I love how it is, and you go see it the Alamo. You get to go do the Alamo stuff. I took a picture at the Alamo. Shout out to Davy Crockett, them boys. You know what I'm saying? And then did you know the Texas flag is raised same height as the American flag? Did you know that? Because Texas was once a republic. It's once an independent country. Might go back that way. Never know. Keep your eyes peeled. Anyway, that's all I had to say today, man. I'm just on location in my car. This is a quick talk, you know what I mean? Nothing crazy. I just wanted to shout America out and give us some love, you know what I'm saying? Let you guys help you guys remember, you know what I'm saying? We gotta live here, you know what I'm saying? After all the trashing and bashing, we still gotta live here. So when we get done with all that, you know what I'm saying, throwing temper tantrums and stuff, what do we have left? We gotta take care of this because I mean, a lot of people are. It seems like a lot of people are like, kids are the worst thing. But after having a kid, it's actually being in a good situation and not being in a bad situation where I have my kid. Being able to afford him for the moment, right? You realize like kids are a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're allowed to see it, sometimes you make decisions that put yourself in a very hard situation where you can't see the blessing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why a lot of people feel like kids don't have kids, just because motherfuckers be having 3 or 4 kids at a time. I swear, bro. I swear. I swear. It's just like whenever, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking about kids with someone, it feels like they'd be surprised if I don't have like one or more extra. Like I was talking to this chick like maybe like a while ago. We were talking and bro, she was just like I was talking to her, I was like, yeah, my kids. And I didn't mean to say my kids. And she was just like, what do you mean kids? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you said you have kids. She's like, oh, you only said you had one. I was like, no, I mean, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say I had one kid. And she just like took it and was like, no. I guess she was like, I guess she had been dealing with someone that had lied to her about having. I don't know what the heck be going on. I don't know, man. And I ain't gonna get too much into it. I'm just saying, like,
Have hard, have
she
money.
had 3 kids herself. So for her to be mad at me if I were to like lie about having only one kid, which I wasn't. I just accidentally said S on the end of it. It's just like, who have you been dealing with that has been lying to you? Who has you been dealing with that? Because after, like, right after I said that on accident, like everything stopped, and I was just like, okay, I dodged a bullet, but also like, dang, bro, like who hurt you? Now I was just really trying to be like platonic because I was geographically I was far I was located far away from this female, so I wasn't finna get on a plane or drive to this person until I like knew, you know what I'm saying, that there was something, whether it would be platonically or not. But it was just like wild. It was just like but I just felt like she felt like I was lying about having extra kids, and that's what I'm saying. Like it feels like people are having more put on their plate and responsibilities because they are making really really reckless decisions in the moment. And that doesn't go for just for romantic stuff. That goes for anything. It just feels like if you bite off more than you can chew, bro, like you're gonna have trouble. It's just okay. For example, right? I'll just give you this. People will, if you're not careful, people will put it on you to do extra stuff. Like I feel like people like kind of listen to it. You know what I mean? A little bit. Let me explain. It's like your parents will be like, "Don't get nobody pregnant." Like or don't get pregnant. Or it depends on who you are. But I'm a dude, right? My parents like, don't get anybody pregnant. Don't get anybody pregnant. Don't get anybody pregnant. Don't get pregnant. Before I got married and before all this, don't get anybody pregnant. Don't get anybody pregnant. All right. The moment I get married or the moment I get with somebody, when am I gonna have grandkids? 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 When am I grandkids? When are you gonna get me grandkids? So they're rushing you, and then you have one, and then I'm gonna get another one. I want to see another one. And you finally, and then it seems, and then your mate might be like, well, I kind of want to do it. You know how like couples be, you know what I'm saying? Caught up in the moment. Bam, you got another one. You got a second kid. Bam. So now things are a little tight. They were two can live cheaply as one. You were single. I mean, you were together, 2 of you, and then you had a kid. So that's 3 of y'all. That's actually pretty manageable. And then especially with 2 incomes, that's manageable. Now, the complication comes in where you get another kid, and then it's like now you got 2 kids, and you got 2 hands. So that's just like, and then you got the last one. It was like, last one, caught up in all this, you know what I mean? Well, might as well, and then you finally pop out the third one, and then you got more kids in hands. But you just did this like successively, like I've seen it, like all of them are small together, you know what I'm saying? Or you wait 4 years and then have them, so you restart. All that stuff can create stress, and if you're doing that shit before you're ready, if you're not thinking about it, you're just like, well, we'll just roll with the ball, bro. Somebody's gonna crack. But I feel like in order for that to be a blessing, I feel like it would have had to be. Let me shut my mouth on that, because you never know what God can do out of hard times like that. And there's plenty of people that are probably listening to this podcast right now that either have kids or they were that kid that was the third kid. And that when even if it broke your family financially and set y'all back or whatever, it probably completed your family and made you whole. So, I was, bugging, and I was saying all this stuff and being goofy and stuff, but at the end of the day, like, children are a blessing from the Lord. But I'm also saying, like, that's how I feel. It's my opinion, right? But I'm also saying that if you do this, like, in a real rugged way, real cavalier way, it could backfire on you, where you could just have you feeling like, if you can be stressed with one kid, but imagine having two and you're not, you know what I mean? And so that's why it's just like, make the decision, you know what I'm saying, when you're with your mate. Men, because safe sex is safe sex is gonna be up to you, buddy. Safe sex is up to you. But anyway, I ain't gonna get too much in that. But yeah, so just that's all I had to say here today. Really, was just a shout out to the home team. I'm gonna finish watching the game, the national championship game. I can give you the score on it. Let's see here, national championship.
Something original.
So before we sign off here, it's 10-17, Michigan in the third quarter. I'm gonna finish watching it. Hope Washington wins. This has been tOCS Radio, season 2 here, boys. We're gonna keep on chucking along. You have a good night, okay?
See, I wakes up in the afternoon, somewhat kinda slow. I'm thinking about the homie just got quoted, he ain't never banged before. Yeah, it's 97, it's too late for that shit. I don't trip, I take a sip and then I think I'm still drinking. Yeah, the hood is leaking, all my little freaks is like creeping. Then I found out all the niggas we put down was like bitches, motherfucking snake ass bitches. See, never know, more slipping. I'm still tripping how they say Pac's gone, but I still hear new songs. I guess the real niggas feeling what they feeling, and all the cowards around the world really did. I know they did. See, I needs a new batch of that big head monopoly money. It ain't funny. A nigga need them bills to fold when I roll. We in the industry, we like hoes on a stroll. So I'ma stick a nigga before I go. See my youngest daughter, she like spoil. So if I have to sell a gang of cavi, yeah, spread my soil. I'ma do this because my niggas rents due. Plus all the little shit that me and Chaos done been through. Plus collaborations for my nigga Hutch. He keep a nigga pocketbook huff. No more swap meet 10K. A nigga feel good on this road through Cordier. Who wanna play? I still hang with my niggas that sell that shit. I tell you how much it costs and where to get it. ATL got clientele, so you know that we gon' flip it. Riding wild in the west with a meal ticket.
Sometimes I can't fight the feeling. See setbacks, they come by the millions. Life is one big escapade. You won't know till it's too late. Sometimes I can't fight the feeling. See setbacks, they come by the millions. Every day's an episode. Can you handle?
Now I was taught to sit down and shut up when grown folks speak, and keep your head in them books. Fuck them
come by the millions. Life is one big escapade. You won't know till it's too late. Sometimes I can't fight the feeling. These setbacks, they come by the millions. Every day's an episode. Can you handle the load?
What's up? Hey, 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 hey. What's up? What's up, boy? What's up, my nigga? What's up? Where y'all? What's up, baby? You know I shot. We always on the turf from the down low. What's going on?
What's up, man? See y'all in the city, huh?
Yeah.
Chilling up our land.
Yeah, something.
Where them hoes at?
Oh, no, we ain't shooting no videos and nothing today, baby.
Damn.
We just be chilling, dog. Baby.
That's right, that's
We
right.
from the street. We always gonna be on the street, baby.
That's right, that's right.